Hi guys, I'm Scott. I am 29 years old. Tomorrow is my birthday and I am going to be 30. So, who am I? What have I done? And what am I going to do? So, I am a pilot, an entrepreneur, a realtor, philanthropist. We'll just start with those. So, when I was 8 years old, I took my first flight lesson. Thanks to my mom and dad, they got me a flight lesson out of Hampton Airport. And then I got my private pilot license when I was 16. So, how it worked was I started flying when I was 8, took a flight lesson every year on my birthday, and then eventually they said, hey, if you really want to be a pilot, you got to actually fly. So we learned it was a little bit expensive and my mom couldn't afford it. So she called up the owner of the airport, Tim, that owns Eagle East Aviation, and called him literally every single day until he gave me a job. So thank you, Mother, and thank you, Tim, for giving me that first opportunity. And that's when I got my private pilot license. Then I went down to a school called Embry-Riddle, did a aeronautical science degree, so it's a professional pilot degree, where I got my instrument, my commercial, my multi-engine, my CFI, certified flight instructor, instrument flight instructor, multi-engine ratings. And then I graduated undergrad, have minors in both business and law. I was the first student at Embry-Riddle to get a minor in law. Learned pilots don't get paid exactly what they should, so I'm like, I'll go to the management side. So I did an MBA with a specialization in finance, because we know finance people where all the money is. And I did that, and I took all the finance classes that I could get. I was planning on transferring, and then I said, okay, where else can I learn finance while I'm still here? And I went to the CFO of Embry-Riddle, and I knocked on his door and said, hey, I took all the finance classes I could. I really want to learn more. Can I come shadow you for a week or something? And he said, no, we can't really do exactly that, but I like your ambition. I like what you're doing, and I can give you a graduate research assistant position with my executive director of business and finance. And that's how I got the rest of my MBA for free, which was awesome. And so that was the college career. Did a lot of cool stuff at Embry-Riddle. I ran a bunch of student council, different things, student government things, and it was fun. Then I lived on the beach for 2 years, worked at an awesome company called Bubba Gump. Bubba Gump was a really fun time. I got paid to jump rope, hula hoop, and flirt with girls. That's where I met my beautiful wife, Lauren. So another thing I've done before I turned 30, got married, met Lauren down there. And it was a job that I actually didn't originally apply for or have. So I started as a host, and then I was fooling around one day, jump roping, hula hooping, playing with people. And my boss, Justin, came out, and Justin's awesome, but I thought he was going to yell at me that day. I thought he was going to say, hey, Scott, what are you doing? Like, get back up here and go to work. But he said, come here. After he saw me playing with people, he's like, hey, I want you to come in tomorrow and literally just do that. I'm like, all right, cool. Why? He's like, just come in tomorrow, just do that. And I did. And I just made every single person that walked through the area jump rope, hula hoop with me, do my thing. And turns out one of the people that I did that with was the VP of Bubba Gump and his wife. And they liked it so much that they duplicated that position and made it my permanent position, gave me a 50% raise to do it. Now every Bubba Gump in the world has that position where someone's just out there playing with people. So thank you, Justin, for giving me that opportunity. That was really fun. After college, I went back to New Hampshire. New Hampshire is awesome. I'm from Haverhill, Mass originally, but moved to New Hampshire in high school. I always thought I would hate New Hampshire coming from Mass, but New Hampshire is awesome. If you guys haven't been, it's fantastic. Moved up to Portsmouth, where I got a job with Atlantic Jet, and how I got that was I just literally, after college, emailed every single CEO of every single private aviation company around and said, hey, I'm Scott. I want to be an awesome salesperson for you. I can do the management stuff. I got an MBA with a specialization in finance. I can fly. Let's make things happen. So Don called me back, owner of Atlantic Jet, and he said, hey, I got a Falcon 900 over in Europe. I want you to go sell that, do some charter stuff for it, and I'll let you fly a Citation Ultra. So that was awesome. Thank you, Don, for that opportunity. And I got to fly all around the United States. I got to go see all the cool places in Canada. Haven't been to British Columbia yet, obviously a place that I still want to go. But US, I basically hit everywhere. Got to go to Europe a couple times a year, got to go to London twice a year, got to go to EBACE, which is the European Business Aviation big conference. It's really cool. And that was in Geneva every year, where I actually got engaged to Miss Lauren. And that was really fun. Did that until 2016, where I transferred out and went to commercial real estate and residential real estate, and that's where I am right now. I'm licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. And this winter, I think I'm going to get licensed in St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix, and do some island hopping and do some sales down there. So that'll be really fun. You can thank my mom for that. She's one of the #1 real estate agents in New England, and she got me into the business, and it was a really fun thing, so I like doing it. On top of that, though, I've done app development for a really long time, web development, design, marketing, that kind of thing, probably for like the last 10, 15 years. So I built 3 apps. One of them was prayerapp.org. I started a nonprofit for that company. Then I built EXO Goal, which is an app that I'm going to tell you guys about in a little bit. That's a life management tool. And then I built a third app, a ghost finding hunting app for a TV show. I think it's more of like a parody show, not like a serious show, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But anyways, that's going to be really cool. That's going to come out later this year. So I built an app for that TV show. And on top of that, I'm involved in the community a little bit. I serve on 4 nonprofit boards. So the New England Commercial Property Exchange, the New Hampshire Commercial Board of Realtors, Catapult, which is a young professional networking group, and Seacoast Crime Stoppers. So Seacoast Crime Stoppers is an awesome organization that partners with 14 or 15 of the local PDs around in the Seacoast area, and we help, prevent crime. We got an awesome app called P3 that you guys can download in the App Store that you can report crimes and just kind of make your community a better and safer place. So I volunteer for all of those organizations, as well as the Portsmouth Chamber of Commerce, where I'm an ambassador. And so I do a little bit. Last year I ran for city council. I didn't win, but I'm going to run again. I'll go next year. It'll be really fun. After that, maybe House, Senate. We'll see what's going on. Something. But I'm a hustler. I always have been. I always will be. And that's what this video is all about. I'm not exactly where I want to be in life, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. And EXO Goal is my next big step. So I incorporated the company this year. It's a Delaware company. I had to register as a foreign corp in New Hampshire, so got to build technically 2 companies out of that, but it's really one big one. And the app took me a really long time to develop. This is the 3rd generation of it, and it's now mobile friendly. So it's in the App Store, so in the iOS store, in the Android store. It's on a desktop, and unlike all the other apps that you guys might use, like LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, the desktop version and the app version are super different. Not the same with EXO Goal. EXO Goal, literally everything is in the exact same place. So whatever you see on the desktop, you see on the app. It's identical. All the data is in the same place. There's no data loss. You can do everything that you can online in hand, and that's wicked cool. So you probably want to know, what is EXO Goal and where am I going? EXO Goal is an awesome app. It's a life management tool. I think it's the first of its kind, and it is a tool that has your contacts, your calendar, your goals, what your priorities are, what you need to do, who you need to follow up with, all looped into one big thing. So the idea is this: you can get anything that you want in life if you follow one simple procedure. Know what your priorities are, have really big goals, break those things down into bite-sized actions, and that's your plan. And if you stick to that plan, you will get to where you're going. And I can't guarantee that your plan is going to work, but what I will say is, if you continuously show that you are moving forward and showing progress and saying, I'm moving, I'm going, I'm shaking, I'm doing all that I can do to get from point A to point B, you'll get there eventually. And that's what this app is all about. It helps you take life one day at a time. So right when you log into the app, you see a giant progress bar that shows you how well you're doing just for one day. So it says, hey, you guys set the limit. You say, I want to do one thing and work 1 hour a day, or I want to do 10 things and work 50 hours a day. Well, you can't do 50. I think I made the max 20 because that's realistic. You got to sleep. And so you set however much you want, and that progress bar fills up based on whatever you do during the day. And because it integrates with your calendar, it's nice and easy. So you see all of your goals right on that home screen. You see what they're broken down into in terms of projects, tasks, and actions. And you can just click on one of those and throw it on your schedule. And if you always know what your #1 priority is, you always know what you need to be working on. So there's no time in the day where you're like, oh, what should I be doing right now? Because it's right in front of you. You say, hey, these are my goals. This is everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm trying to do. And these are the things that I'm going to do right now to get there. So that's what EXO Goal is all about. It helps you follow up with everything, helps you stay prioritized, stay focused, and I'll have a bunch more videos explaining different features in detail. But that's me. I'm Scott. I'm going to be 30 tomorrow. I'm still 29 today. And I've done a little bit in life, not as much as I wanted to so far, but I hope just hearing this story, you guys can be motivated to do something awesome in your lives, and I'm happy to help in any way that I can because I've had so much help throughout my life. So thank you guys all for watching this video. Thank you for everyone that's helped me get to where I am today and everyone that's going to continue to help me going down in the future. See ya.